All right, we are recording, and this is BG Wealth Sharing Group's plan presentation. And I host these meetings every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, my name is Gagan Sarkaria. I'm a level 7 leader with BG Wealth Sharing, and I will be your presenter and your hostess tonight. I am running short on the staff, my co host partners, because some of them are traveling, some of them are on vacation, and some of them are actually busy tonight. So I will be doing multitasking. Along with being a proud BG member, I'm also the level 7 leader, also authorized by BG Wealth Sharing, one of their senior investment advisors as well. Let me share my slide deck so that I can run through this with a little bit of more clarity, especially if you are first time looking at BG Wealth Sharing and you got an invitation from somebody who is your well-wisher, who actually wants you to take a look at BG Wealth Sharing. So let me just pause my deck here. All right, so we are going to get started. If this is a last call that you want to make to your guests, now is the time. Because I want to start this with the official slide deck that will be shared with most people who've asked Dr. Beard numerous times if they can have Gagan Sarkaria's slide deck. So today I'm going to do a sharing with the slide deck that I will be sharing with Dr. Beard, who can then distribute it to the community. So one of the biggest questions that everybody wants to ask is, what is a BG Wealth Sharing actually? So BG Wealth Sharing is the world's largest hedge fund for retail investors like you and I. And BG Wealth Sharing is also a registered investment advisory firm in the United States of America. Let me say that again. BG Wealth Sharing is a registered investment advisory firm in United States of America, and it is also the world's largest hedge fund for retail investors, where people like you and I can invest a little bit of our own money so that we can double our investment, whatever we choose to do, double our investments in under 60 days. It is a credible, legal, compliant, and transparent system that is changing lives in 120 countries with 600,000 proud members all over the world. So with that said, I want to start today's presentation with a disclaimer. Today's presentation is not a financial advice, any enticement, or a guarantee of any results. Results in BG investment project are based on your efforts, your determination, and your focus. And also following the instructions and guidance of the company's owner, Professor Stephen Beard, for the trading signals that he issues, and you execute yourself. BG is a Web3 trading project on DSG Exchange, which is a private exchange, and it is a centralized exchange that requires crypto to participate. Today's presentation, even though I'm a senior investment advisor, is not an investment advice or an offer or a solicitation or purchase of or sale of any investments. What I'm doing here today is just sharing my personal experience and giving you the education and knowledge that I've acquired, and I'm going to share that information with you today. Past performance is not indicative of future results. My performance is not a guarantee of any results either. The cryptocurrency market is highly volatile and involves a high risk, and you should be able to do your own due diligence and then choose which path you want to follow, because you may lose all or some of your investment funds. So you should only invest what you can afford to lose. So with that said, I want to share what is the reason that makes BG Wealth Sharing an amazing project to consider. Once you do your due diligence and you understand the system, that's when it will be your decision as to what you're going to do with that knowledge and education that I'm sharing today. So if you're taking notes, this is going to be one of the first things that I would encourage you to write down, and that is win-win-win philosophy. Why? Because this is the win-win-win philosophy, a collaboration between three parties. And I'm going to share what those three parties are, what their roles and responsibilities are, so that you can really understand the foundation and the success of how we make money and why are we thriving in this market. So the two documents that you see in front of yourself, one is the commitment letter from BG Wealth Sharing, and the other one is the letter from DSG Exchange. These two parties, they actually have a 10-year agreement with them as a collaboration. And the third party in this win-win-win scenario is us, the investors. So let's go ahead and talk about BG Wealth Sharing first. BG Wealth Sharing has a promise to its community that in the next 10 years, and that promise was in collaboration with DSG Exchange, that they formed in August of 2022. We recently finished our 3 years, and this is our 4th year going into the agreement, where Dr. Beard is going to issue 2 codes per day for every member across the world to actually do their trades through a very powerful multi-million-dollar AI that does the code, and we execute those codes in our own DSG Exchange account. And they also have a warranty that on every trade that we execute, there will be a profit that we will earn. Now, if the trade fails, because that is a 99.6% accuracy of the trading signal, and there is a 0.4% chance that the trade could fail. So with that said, if the trade fails, they will also have a 5-stage recovery system executed so that if we failed and the trade is there, that failed, meaning that we had a loss, they will help us recover the lost funds and then make a profit on it. They also have stated clearly in this letter that hypothetically saying that if, God forbid, something happens and DSG Exchange gets hacked, resulting in the loss of funds for BG members, then the team, BG Wealth Sharing, will fully reimburse all the lost funds. It does not say that if you do your own trades and you have a loss, that they will reimburse that. So be mindful of that. One of the main key promises right here is also that if you are discovered as a BG member violating the rules or spreading rumors, and that information is then verified, BG Wealth Sharing has the right to terminate your collaboration as a member. So our first responsibility with BG Wealth Sharing is to be an investor. And their utmost first priority is to make sure that our funds are safe and that we are making a profit on every trade. Where does DSG Exchange comes in? DSG Exchange has this agreement with BG that, all right, you're going to bring verified retail clients to us. We will give you our multi-million-dollar AI to trade with, and we will give you all our support, technology support, and trading data support so that you can execute better results with your clients. BG Wealth Sharing is exclusively working with DSG Exchange. DSG Exchange has other clients as well. But when we choose to become members of BG Wealth Sharing, we do not pay BG Wealth Sharing any money. We do not give any subscription fees. We don't have to pay DSG Exchange, nothing. So the money is generated through investment and trading. So when we choose to create our own DSG Exchange account, we go through a referral link that tells the company, which is DSG Exchange, that we are BG members. And then our trade account is tied on the back end with BG's AI codes that we are supposed to execute in our own trading accounts. We don't pay BG any money. We don't pay DSG Exchange any money. So when this agreement is there for 10 years, you can look at the long-term stability of this project, where your funds are guaranteed for its own safety and a profit is also promised on every trade. Let's look at DSG Exchange a little bit more. DSG Exchange is fully compliant and legal. They have registrations and some business certificates for over 30 countries. The most important ones that I feel that you need to know are listed here. Being in the United States, I'm super excited that they have the US Securities and Exchange Commission's registration. DSG Exchange has that. And they also have the FinCEN registration. If you are looking for any of these registration certificates, please don't go to Google search or Chat GPT search, because these platforms for search engine, their AI bots are not allowed to crawl on government websites to do the verifications. So what you should be doing when you do your own due diligence, you should be looking at the government website and putting in the name of DSG Exchange yourself. And the person who's invited you to today's presentation should be able to help you how to do that due diligence. So let's look at, in this win-win-win scenario, where do we fit in? Our first and the utmost responsibility is as an investor. We start our journey as a BG investor based upon our own knowledge and our own budgets, whatever we can afford to begin with. So here is an example. Since this is crypto based, we actually invest using stable coins like USDT or USDC. You can also start your investment journey with Ethereum. They also take Bitcoin, but I do not recommend Bitcoin because Bitcoin is very volatile. So I always recommend that if something you're looking into, look into stablecoin. Here is an example. For example, if you start your investment journey with 500 USDT, you will get a 5%, which is 25 USDT welcome reward before you even start your trading journey with BG Wealth Sharing. Before you even execute, BG Wealth Sharing will give you from their own pockets. It's not a Ponzi scheme that the more people who join, then they are going to move money from one account to the other to the other. No, this is a registered investment advisory firm. They do not charge any money. They don't take our money. They have no assets under management. We get to take care of our own accounts, and we get to put money in our own accounts, and we are required to do our own trades ourselves. So BG is welcoming the new member from their own profit sharing, their own income that they make from DSG Exchange, that they want to honor and appreciate a new member. Every new member who chooses to join BG, they get a 5% bonus based upon the money that they want to invest in DSG Exchange. If they come with 500 and higher, they also get 6 bonus signals that help increase their daily compounding and their own trade account. And those 6 signals are based upon 1% of their assets. For example, if somebody started with 500 USDT, that new member is going to get 6 bonus signals worth 1% of their funded amount. So based on 500 USDT, 1% is $5. 5 USDT. So you will make that bonus signal worth $5 each, on which every time the 1% goes to trade, we all, or the new member, will make minimum 60% profit on that 1%. I will talk a little bit more about it, especially if this is your first time looking at this. You should be able to take notes, and I will come back and explain that a few more times. Now, if you want to take a look at long-term aspect of this project, it is very important to understand the mission and vision of BG Wealth Sharing. Dr. Stephen Beard is the founder, owner, and CEO of BG Wealth Sharing. He founded that company in 2018. So it is not a startup. It's been around for 8 years, but in 2022, he entered a 10-year partnership agreement with DSG Exchange to bring in verified retail investor traffic that can then increase the trade volume on DSG Exchange. He has a doctorate in finance and over 2 decades of finance and trading experience. He combines his academic insights with practical trading experience that combines and gives a hybrid investment model where you can take the human judgment with AI and data trading signals to create profits on every trade. He has a strong track record of mentoring leaders, focusing on risk control and measurable performance. As of November 2025, BG operates in 120 countries and has over 600,000 members. The company is currently strategizing for expansion into the United States of America and aims to establish its headquarters in Colorado by summer of 2026. As we move forward into 2026, we have an amazing and a great expansion program and a development plan in the United States, where Dr. Beard has also agreed to launch BG Investment Literacy Centers, where he will be investing 60 million in the economy. So if you look at the vision of the company, the vision is to empower every active investor to become a BG owner. And I repeat, active investor to become BG owner and ensure that every member has a guaranteed income through BG. How does this work? Well, let me explain a little bit information here. Active member is who does the trade every day, the 2 codes per day, and is also referring and building their organization. And I'll tell you why, because first part of our responsibility as an investor is to do our own trades. Whether you have 2 trades a day or you qualified and earned the 3rd permanent signal, that is a no-brainer because that's where your daily income comes from. The bigger your trade account, the bigger your daily income. So if you can understand the vision that how BG is going to educate and empower you, you can create your stable income through BG and through your own trade account. What is the philosophy of the business group, Beard Group, which is being and growth? Before he talks about his own name, before he talks about the business group name, Dr. Stephen Beard always goes back to the foundation and the philosophy of the company, which is being and growth. Being is the core concept that as you do your own trading and you understand the power of financial literacy, the essence and the perspective of your own existence begins to change. As you can change your perspective and you visualize and you're able to see your trade account grow and achieve your financial freedom, your entire existence, your internal and external beingness also improves and grows. And as that growth process increases and you're able to change your lifestyle, that's where you show up for the community. That's where you are able to do something better for the humanity. Because Dr. Beard's biggest mission is to remove poverty from the planet. Let's talk about the mission, because the mission is long-term, AI-powered daily trading and team building for income growth. There are 2 sides of the equation here. As BG members, we create our stable income through our daily trading signals based upon the 1% that is our assets. Now, the second part, which is the dynamic income, is through the referral rewards and dividend payouts. And I will talk a little bit more about the compensation plan as well. BG community rules are 10 common sense rules. And I really mean common sense rules. If you consider this as a professional environment and your own business where you can grow professionally and personally and financially and emotionally, you will see a holistic development in your entire existence. So following company rules, learning core philosophies, focusing on what is right, so you can actually create an amazing journey for yourself and your own BG story. I will share my own BG story towards the end, so please stick around till the end so that you can hear some testimonials as well. Listening and following instructions, having an attitude of gratitude, having a learner mindset in order to really master the philosophy and the skill sets of how can you do your daily trading where you are not a trader, you have no knowledge about cryptocurrency, you have maybe never done big investments either. How can you then achieve financial freedom? It all goes back to your ability to learn and have an open mindset and a heart set to improve your skill set. If you are a rank achiever in the compensation plan, like I'm a level 7 leader, which used to be the top rank in the company up until October 22nd, now it is not the top rank. but there is an expansion where you can go to top level, which is level 12, and make million a month with BG's compensation plan. Yes, you heard me right, million a month. And I will talk a little bit more about that as well. So it is very important that you have these 10 rules as common sense rules. Now, this is one of my favorite slides. Why? Because I can sum up the entire philosophy and the foundation of the project on this slide by itself. What does that mean? Well, if you're looking for a home, meaning that you've done some crypto investments and you haven't had good experiences, and you have failures in other aspects of your career, and you're looking for that one big win, I think you've come to the right place. I've had my fair share of bad experiences, but I would highly request that you leave your trauma and your past experiences and your baggage to the side and look at BG Wealth Sharing and our philosophy and the system with an open mind and be ready to have breakthroughs. If you're looking for a long-term profits, that starts with familiarity of the philosophies and the system and how the company makes money, how we make money, and where does the BG and DSG exchange make money. And I'll talk a little bit of that too. If you're looking for higher income, it starts with following the 10 common sense rules that I just shared with you in the last slide. If you're looking for your own financial freedom, like I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I have worked really hard as a first generation immigrant in the United States, but I could not achieve my financial freedom. But I knew that crypto and trading could be that industry where I could catch up and cover up my retirement fund. Forget about the retirement fund. I actually achieved my financial freedom in under 90 days when I decided to master the compensation plan and learn how the team building aspect and the referral program works, and how can I truly generate passive income and monthly dividends from the company. So your financial freedom starts with your own trade account, and it comes from building the team. And the time freedom, if you're looking at time freedom, where you get to do whatever you choose to do, whenever you choose to do, and whoever you choose to do, that time freedom comes when you start the duplication and the replication part in BG Wealth Sharing. Now, 5 key advantages as to why are we standing so strong and what makes us unique and different in the market. These are the 5 key advantages. 99.6% accuracy of our trade signals. We only do trading with 1% of our assets. They are very conservative. And on that 1%, you have minimum 60% profit guaranteed. It could be 61.25, it could be 63.45, it could be 65.12, whatever it is. But minimum 60% on that 1% is guaranteed every time the trade goes in. Now, depending upon your assets, let's say if your trade account is 1,000 USDT, 1% of that is $10. On that $10, minimum 60% is guaranteed, which is $6. Let's say your trade account is 10,000 USDT. 1% of 10,000 is 100 USDT. That 1% will go on trade on DSG exchange. When the trade is successful, minimum 60% is yours, which is like $60. The rest 40 is DSG exchanges. Now that 40% that DSG exchange makes, right? That's the maximum they will make. Out of their profit, they give 30% to BG Wealth Sharing as a rebate for bringing the traffic, the trade volume, and verified clients on DSG Exchange. DSG Exchange is fully compliant and legal. There is a safety and fund guarantee, safety and profit on every trade. Now, if the trade fails, or let's say the amount goes to zero because the exchange got hacked, your account got hacked or whatever, and it was not you doing anything illegal, the company has a 30 million. BG Wealth Sharing has 30 million pounds escrow account, out of which they pull the money to then refund the BG members so that they can have their promise delivered to the community. Long-term project partnership, very important. If you're looking for long-term growth, not a short-term like, oh, I just want to double my money in 60 days and be out, then that is not the platform for you. If you're looking to achieve your financial future and you want to make BG your home, this is a great partnership. Why? Because we are in the agreement for 10 years. This is our fourth year that we started in, but also in April 2025, based on the US regulations, they also re-entered their 10-year collaboration with DSG Exchange. Stability meets opportunity. What does that really mean? That means that future investment can be diversified, where if you are level 7 and above leader, and you are outstanding and exceptional leader, BG Wealth Sharing may nominate you to be a partner owner, equity shareholder into the company. Not every level 6 and above qualifies for that. You have to be not only a level 7 and above leader, but you have to be outstanding and exceptional in your service to the community. And then BG Wealth Sharing can then nominate you for that part. When DSG Exchange does their IPO, probably in 2027, then BG Wealth Sharing will become its official owner partner of DSG Exchange, and BG Wealth Sharing will then also share with its senior leadership some of the DSG Exchange shares as well. So there is a more opportunity in future where you can build this for long term. Let's talk a little bit about the referral programs. Initially, I shared that as an investor, when you join, you get 5% welcome bonus and 6 bonus signals. Let's switch gears and talk about the referral program, that if you are a BG member and you are considering sharing this amazing opportunity where you are doubling your investment in under 60 days and you're doing your withdrawals and you're changing your life, then I'm pretty confident that you are willing to share this opportunity with other people as well. So when you sponsor or refer someone with 500 USDT, then that doesn't mean that you're funding their account. What I mean by sponsoring is that you shared your referral link with someone and that person chose to join and fund their own account, then you will get a referral bonus. It can be 5% if it was from, let's say, 100 USDT to 999 USDT. We don't talk about lower amounts here because there is an opportunity called the third permanent signal. In order to get that in future, you have to start minimum 500 USDT. Okay. Now, if you refer someone who chooses to join and fund their accounts with 1,000 USDT or higher, then you get 10% referral bonus and you get 12 bonus signals. If the person that you referred came in with more than 1,000 USDT. So as you do your bonus signals, your trade account increases. As you get your bonus rewards, you can actually either withdraw them immediately or you can add them to your trade account and grow your trade account. That's how I started my journey with 200 USDT and grew my trade account to higher income. So let's talk about the team building part. 5 who bring in 5, that is our foundational platform, the foundation of our system when you want to do team building. If I bring in 5 people, then the expectation is when everybody is learning and sharing, every member can bring their 5 people, whether that is their colleague, their parents, their friends, their children, whoever. But it has to be an adult, 18 and above, legal age, and they should be able to do their own trades. It is very important that you are not doing everybody's trades. Your team members, your family members, your children, whoever is adult that you are trying to refer this opportunity and share this platform with, they are committed to do their own trade. Why? Because that's the first and the most important thing that we do, our own trades. And if somebody is not committed enough to do 2 trades a day and they cannot spend 30 minutes of their time to do the trades, I don't think they should be the right person to come in, because then they will not make the money that they are expecting. And what is that? Doubling their investment in under 60 days. And that is hypothetically assuming that you will not miss any trades. All right. So when you sponsor 5 people, you are then level 1 leader, which is called a junior spokesperson, and something magical happens. Well, you not only get the one-time promotion rank achievement rewards, you also then start to qualify yourself with profit sharing, and that is the dividends that we earn not one time, not 2 times, but 3 times a month. On the 9th, the 19th, and the 29th of every month, based on your rank and based on your team's trade volume, you get a dividend payout. Dividends are not salaries. We are not employees of the company, whether that is GST Exchange or BG Wealth. We are not subordinates. We are BG partners or members or investors. And BG Wealth Sharing has a compensation plan that if you are building your organization and a team, then they will do a profit sharing based on the rank and the percentage of the bonus cycle. So when you are level 1, this is what I'm going to share. It's mostly for North America. In some other countries, they have a little bit of a slight different rule. So tonight, I'm only talking about the North American population, or where BG worldwide, the members are trading based on US Eastern Time. So when you are level 1 leader, you have 5 people direct to you, and they're all qualified members. You can earn 30 USDT as a dividend cycle, which is paid out 3 times a month. If you are level 2, then you have 2 directs under you who are level 1 and above, and a total team of 25 members. Then you can earn 153 times, which is 450 USDT a month as dividend payout. But you also get a promotion reward of 300. Now you can pull out all of these money and totally off-ramp it and take it to your bank and pay your bills, or you can add it to your trade account and get a higher trade account so that your daily income is higher. Now, if you keep building and growing your team with your leaders, soon you will be level 3, where your directs need to be level 1 and above, and a team of 125 members. Then you can get 500 3 times a month, equals to 1,500 USDT per month dividend payout. If you're level 4, you need to have 4 directs who are level 1 and above, and a team of 500. You will then get a payout of 3,600 per month, 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 3 times payout, equaling to 3,600 per month dividend payout. But if you look at these promotion rewards in the right column, 100 plus 300 to 800, all of this, if you total this, it's more than 45,000 USDT rank achievement rewards. That's how I took my $200 USDT investment trade account to a 50,000 USDT trade account, because I did my rank achievements. And then the dividend payouts also some of them went into my trade account as well. So right now, I'm a level 7 rank achiever. I have an organization of over 25,000 members, and I do get paid 3 times a month, which is more than 10,000, because I'm getting paid a 4% on my entire organization's trade volume. The more people come in and they do their own trades, the company doesn't give me money out of people's trade accounts because they can't touch that trade account. It is illegal. Nobody can touch your trade account. DST Exchange cannot touch your money. BG cannot touch your money. But they can guard and protect your assets, and they can actually give you the codes on which you can make more money. So it is my responsibility to do the trades, be careful with my account, be protective of my account, and then it is their job to help me make my trades that I'm supposed to execute, like every BG member is supposed to execute their own trades, and DST Exchange is the platform where we go and do the trade. So let's look at the next aspect. Remember a few minutes ago, I said that level 7 used to be the top rank. It is not anymore. Yes, that's correct. So we have an expanded version of our compensation plan where we can go from level 8 to level 12. And that is our vision, that we will have a level 12 leaders in the United States in 2026. Right now, in the last 100 days in United States and in India, I personally have witnessed 12 level 7 leaders, and we have worldwide 7 level 8 leaders and above. My sponsor, Gary Bhatt, is a level 8 leader. He's the only one right now in the United States. I'm very proud of his success and his efforts and his determination, because he started his trade account with $313, and now he has a big trade account and is financially free. This is where we are going. And right now in 2025, because level 7 was the highest rank, BG Wealth Sharing had a promotion that anybody who reaches level 7 in 2025 can achieve a luxury car from the company. And I'm the first one in the United States to earn that luxury car. But I'm also a very proud leader that I have 3 other level 7 leaders and people who have their luxury cars from BG Wealth Sharing. What does that mean? BG Wealth Sharing has been giving our luxury car payments. So that is a super cool recognition, and of course, a reward earned for hard work. In 2026, anybody who goes to level 12 can achieve a $3 million villa from BG Wealth Sharing, a luxury villa worth 3 million. So that's totally up to you. If you see yourself going here to level 12 and make million a month as a dividend payout, and if you look at all these, it's a 3.7 million promotion rewards, and then you also get a $3 million villa. So sky's the limit here. That's why my company is called Limitless Crowd. So I'm very happy about that part. And if you don't know, Gagan also means the sky in Hindi and in Punjabi. All right, let's talk about the dividend volume here. How do we get paid? Well, we get paid because we are doing a trade on DSC exchange. When BG does the trading as a hedge fund, so we are a whale when we the entire community that executes their codes, and the AI collects 1% from everybody and then does the trade. That's how we are making money, because every time we execute a trade, there's a profit. 99.6% of the time there is a profit. And then DSG exchange money, we make money, BG makes money from DSG exchange. Okay, we don't pay DSG exchange nothing. We don't pay BG nothing. They do not come and ask us for no money. Okay, if anybody, okay, has Stephen Beard's photo or any of BG's leaders' photos and their names, because that's what some bad actors do, and they ask you to deposit money in a wallet or whatever, that person is wrong, is not the real person that you think that they are. Nobody from BG Wealth Sharing is going to ask you to deposit money in their wallets or in a separate wallet. You are supposed to get a referral link. You are supposed to create your own DSG exchange account and manage it yourself, and you're supposed to fund it yourself. Make sense? So please be vigilant. It's very important. People who spread bad news out there and people who keep Googling everything, you don't know the real truth. Please come and listen to the BG leaders, because if I'm telling you that there are 12 level 7 and above leaders here in our organization in United States, then you can do the math, how much money the company is paying as dividends to the leaders. And every person who's a qualified rank achiever gets paid. So the volume is based upon the power of duplication and replication. 5 who bring in 5. You can take it slow or you could take it fast. It's your decision. Some people take it slow because they are new to crypto, they're new to BG, they have had bad experiences, so they want to test the waters. Totally fine. It's totally up to you. I started my journey December 25th, 2024. So in 2 more days, it'll be my first anniversary with BG Wealth Sharing, and I've been doing my trades every day. In last 12 months, I've missed it 3 times. I've missed 3 trades. And in last 12 months, I've experienced 2 failed signals. Let me say that again. In the last 12 months, I've only missed 3 trades. and I've seen two failed signals where the recovery process was executed, that when that recovery code was put into our exchange accounts, that helped us recover the loss that we had, the 1% of the principal, and it generated profit and ended up making more money. So if on your first tier you have 5 people, on your second tier with the power of multiplication and duplication, what are you going to get? You're going to get 25 people. Then on the third tier, multiplication, again, duplication and multiplication, 5 who bring in 5, you will have 125 people. Now, does this happen in this manner? Not really, because you might find somebody who's going to knock it out of the ballpark before you even get to level 2, they're level 4, right? So you might have some leaders come in. If you're really strategic about your organization growth, then when you hit about 10,000 members in your organization, you can have 100,000 per month income. Yes, it is possible. A lot of people that I personally know make that income and higher per month. Now, team building aspect, there are dividend payouts that you can get. Now, every dividend that is paid out is on a 300 USDT or higher. That is a qualified trade account that we can actually get paid off of based on our rank and percentage bonus. Now, when you are a level 1 and above, the company then gives you 100 USDT birthday allowance. I will be getting that on the 25th because it's my birthday. So I will be sending Miss Aleda my picture of my ID that will validate that it's my birthday. Now, team conduct is very important. It is the responsibility of the managers to lead the team and work with their leaders and not spread any rumors or negative information. A positive attitude and an attitude of gratitude is very important. The more you learn, the more you earn. It is important to attend all the meetings that are being issued by Dr. Beard and on Bond Chat. It is also important that the leaders who are working with their directs, when their directs go to level 1, you can also qualify and apply for a 50 USDT assistance reward. Yes, the company is very generous. Now, when you are level 3 and above leader, if you are going to host your meetings or events in your local area, the company will also support you financially to grow your business and brand in the market. But it is not a right. It is a benefit that you have to earn based on your performance. So Dr. Beard, if he sees your performance, he might come to you and say, do an event and I'll support you. Or if you are growing your team and you go to him and say, I would like some support, then based on your team growth and your performance, he will then either agree to pay 50% or half of it or do something. So that is very important to get to level 3 and then enjoy that benefit, because as your team grows, you are going to be able to seek and get qualified for the benefits that you can earn through the company. Now, all of these benefits don't come from my pocket. They come from Dr. Beard's pocket. Dividend payouts are, of course, based on rank verifications. Let's say if 1 month you were level 7, but you couldn't maintain your level and you drop to level 6, then you get paid based on that rank that is around that qualification time. So you do get paid 3 times a month, on the 9th, the 19th, and on the 29th of every month. Now, are you ready to build a team? That's a question that every member should ask. And I'll tell you why. Because when I started my journey 12 months ago, I was a passive investor. I was not interested in the compensation plan or building a team or the referral program. There were only 2 things that I understood. One was AI trading, and 2, the daily compounding. And as Albert Einstein said, that those who understand compound interest can make a lot of money, and those who don't will always pay a lot of money. So I understood the power of investing and compounding. So that was very attractive to me. So I did not build a team or understood the compensation plan because I was not interested in it, right? So I didn't spend the time to, or the energy or the effort to learn what was the referral side. I knew there was a referral side because I joined with the referral link, right? But I was only interested in doing 2 codes a day. And guess what? It was $200 account. Each trade was $2. And I made like $1 something on every trade. But I spent a lot of time learning, doing my due diligence, getting to know Dr. Beard because I was also one of the first ones in the United States to have a video conferencing call with him on January 26, 2025. He usually never did any video conferencing calls, but he offered to be on a call with me for 20 minutes. And that built my confidence in the company's owner and also the platform. And now he comes on our Zoom calls where it is jam packed with over 3,000 people every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you are a guest and you really want to see him, Sunday would be a good time to come and be on his Zoom call. So if you are thinking about building a team, this is an amazing platform, but you have to understand, how do you do the trading on DSG Exchange account? How do we make money? It's very important because think of it. If you don't understand what you're doing, because your first role and responsibility is to do the trades, then you will not be able to explain it to your team members or your family members as to what is it that we are doing here. Well, whatever the trade amount is, like I said, I started with 200 USDT, right? I was not even a qualified member. Didn't know, honestly. So what I started doing in in April, when I started doing the trainings for my team Vietnamese, I was very determined to teach my team not to waste the time that I wasted. I don't have any regrets because the story that I created is very powerful. But I also want to educate people and share the knowledge and experience that I have so that you can make a decision for yourself where you have all the aspects right in front of you. So how do we do the trades? Our gated community exists on BondChat. BondChat is an app, but it is not a free app. Dr. Beard pays $1 million a month subscription to maintain all the BondChat servers for all the countries where BG members are. Let me say that again. BondChat is not free for BG wealth sharing. Dr. Beard pays $1 million a month subscription to have our entire community safeguarded on BondChat. That is our community platform where we get our codes. So when you are a BG member, you get a referral link from the person who invited you. You will have an account like this. It looks exactly like this on the phones. You will also be invited to be in groups on BondChat. You will given access only you are a verified and a funded member. If you are not a verified funded member, you can exist on BondChat, but you will not be able to get the codes. And your account will not be active either. So when you get the code from BondChat, you open up your DSG Exchange account, you go to futures, then you go to invited me, you paste your code here where it says, please enter the order code, and you hit the confirm button. When the data is executed right here in this section, then you go to position order. Where is position order? On the left of invited me. You click on position order and you make sure that the AI pulled 1% of your assets. In this example, it says 70. That means in this example, the trade account was 7,000 USDT trade account. That's all we do. Copy, paste, confirm. And then we wait for 20 minutes for the AI to go do the trade, and then we can check the trade in our historical orders. And when the trade is successful, it'll say profit, and that profit is immediately added to your assets under assets, and you can check there as well. You have entire documentation of your money, your assets, your recharge, your withdrawal, your deposits, the transactions, the trades, how many times you did what, everything in your own trade account. It's a brilliant platform and an amazing, simple concept, but sometimes we as human beings make it very complex. So we have bonus signals. If somebody starts with 500 or more, you get bonus signals, 6 bonus signals. If somebody sponsors a new member, based upon the money, if somebody's between 500 to 999, they get 6 bonus signals. If it's 1,000 and above, you get 12 bonus signals. So bonus signals are codeless. There is no code to copy paste confirm, but there is a particular time when the bonus codes are issued. So when it is issued, you go back during that time, you go open up your DST Exchange account, you click on futures, then there is this, you go to invited me, there is this data that is existing there. You click on confirm to follow the order. And then you go and accept the bonus code amount, whether it is $5 or $10 or $500, whatever, right? That bonus signal amount, you accept it, and then you check the position order, and it will be there, and it'll execute in 10 minutes. What if the trade fails? Remember I said earlier, 99.6% accuracy of the signals. Now, if the trade fails, there is a 5-stage recovery system that is put in place. Because a lot of times somebody said, why can we not do a 3% trade? Why do we have to do 1% all the time? Because it's for risk management. If a company is going to guarantee the safety of your funds and give you a profit on every trade, they have to come up with a system that is a fail-safe system. This is what it is. So please don't go and argue about this. This is what it is, and it is there for your safety. Why? Because if the trade fails, that means the 1% that went to trade, your principal was a loss. Then the company will issue a recovery code, and that recovery code will pull 3% of your assets, so that when that goes into trade, they recover the principal that was lost in the previous trade that failed, and then you also make a profit on it. Remember earlier I said that I've experienced 2 failed signals in 12 months. Yes, and they were both recovered. Now, if you put in your code and you go to sleep, or you just forgot and you didn't check and verify after 20 minutes whether the trade was successful or not, that's when you will miss your recovery code. So on December 9th, 2025, my entire organization actually experienced that failed signal and the recovery code as well. So that is an amazing way to experience, because there's one way to say that there is a 5-stage recovery program right there. And there's another aspect of like when you actually experience it. So my entire organization outside United States and Vietnam, they actually experienced it. Because in India and Vietnam, that is on a different server, I think they've experienced at least 4 or 5 failed signals. Why? Because they used to have different times. Now they are trading during their own stable times, and the network is good and everything is good. So now they're getting more stable. So let's look at the next slide, that if you are ready to create your wealth, what is it that you should be looking at? The first and the foremost aspect is 2 codes versus 3 codes. What does that really mean? Now, every BG member on the BG Wealth Sharing Commitment Letter, it is said that Dr. Beard will issue 2 codes per day for every BG member. Does not matter where they exist, which country, which time zone, or what amount do they start with. If they choose to be a BG member and they have a funded account, they're going to get 2 codes a day. And it is your responsibility to execute those 2 codes per day. Now, if you keep doing that, your daily compounding comes out to be about 1.3%. Now, if you, let's say, are not able to consistently and frequently missing your codes, then that daily compounding will drop down to whatever that drops down, because it's your account. But assuming that you're not going to miss any trades, it's 1.3% daily compounding. Okay, what does that mean? Whatever is your trade account, you can expect about 50% growth on that trade account. So let's say if you have $1,000 trade account and you're doing your 2 codes a day, every day, not missing it, it's not a 5 days a week, it's a 7 days a week opportunity. So in 30 days, you can expect your trade account to grow by 50%. So that means on a $1,000 trade account, you made 500 approximately without referring. Okay. This is just the codes. That's it on your own personal trade account. So that's about 50%, right? Now, second month, you have a $1,500 trade account and you're still doing your 2 codes a day. You're learning the program, you're executing the trades, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, on that 1,500, about 50% your trade account will grow. That's about $750. So that's how the power of compounding works. Now, the beauty is that if you're going to create your wealth, then the third permanent signal should be in your perspective and in your vision. The third permanent signal is earned through team building. You have to start with at least 500 USDT. When you have a team structure of this way, where you have 5 directs who are level 1, 5 who bring in 5, everybody's account was a start with minimum 500 USDT, and everybody's doing their 2 trades a day. You can then apply for your third permanent signal. Why? Because the third permanent signal will give you 1.8% or higher daily compounding. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that when you have a trade account, instead of having that trade account with 2 quotes per day, where you're making about 50% growth on your trade account, with 3 quotes a day in about 30 days, you are expecting a 70% growth. So let's say if you have a trade account of 100,000 and you have 3 trade signals a day and you're doing your trades every day, you're going to expect about 70,000 income on that trade account. If you have a $10,000 trade account and you have 3 codes a day, you are expecting a 7,000 increase in your trade account if you have 3 codes a day. So you can do the math. There is a compounding calculator out there that I share with the community. You can run your numbers in there and you can see what that looks like for you. What is your financial freedom number? How can you achieve your financial freedom with your own trade account? And how can you help other people achieve their own financial freedom? I achieved my third permanent signal in 6 weeks when I decided that I wanted to build and I want to achieve my third permanent signal. Whatever you can perceive, you can achieve only if you are willing to learn and execute and take action. So let's talk a little bit about another important concept, the withdrawal process. So one of the biggest questions that everybody asks, have you done your withdrawal yet? The answer is yes. And all the BG members are highly encouraged to withdraw. I've changed my strategy a little bit because, in the past, what we used to do is when we started our trade account, and it goes from the exchange to trade, and the trade wallet is attached on the back end with BG, like, our funds are not locked, we can take it out, but there is an early withdrawal penalty fee. So the account has to double with the trade volume. All right. So passively, we say that in under 60 days, if you keep doing your trades, your account will be double, your initial investment will be double. You can withdraw it and you can be risk-free, right? But here's the kicker. When people come with enough money that their welcome bonus is like more than $35, because the withdrawal balance, like if you have to make a withdrawal in your exchange wallet, you have to have minimum 35 USDT. So let's say if you got a welcome reward of 50 USDT or 100 USDT or whatever, I'm encouraging people to make a withdrawal so that they don't have to wait for 60 days to double their investment and then do a withdrawal experience. Because there are 2 main questions that everybody that you will share this opportunity will ask. One is, have you done your withdrawal yet? So you don't want to tell them that, oh no, I have to wait for 60 days and then do a withdrawal. I mean, that is the truth about it. But if you can take even $50 or 100 USDT out, like within 2 days of you beginning, what a powerful story can you create? So I've started shifting my strategy a little bit when people say, oh my gosh, I got $100 because I started with whatever, 2,000 or whatever. I'll say, take that money out. Don't put it in the trade. And they're like, no, I want to put it in the trade. No, you need to experience a withdrawal. So in the withdrawal process, DSG Exchange will charge a 12% flat handling fee. Minimum has to be 35 in your exchange wallet. Your trade funds have to be doubled through your trading. And if you move money from your trade account to your exchange account before it doubles, there is a 20% early penalty, and then you will end up paying 32 for withdrawal. Now, it is very important that you understand that the trade wallet assets, whatever you're putting in there, is not through your rewards or dividends. It has to double through the trading. Yes, so it's very important that you make sure that you do a test run, withdraw only or transfer only $1 to see if your trade account is open and without penalties. So if you look at your first withdrawal, you have to initiate the withdrawal, you have to go through a soft KYC process, and then you have to notify your team lead, whether that's Miss Rosa or Miss Elena or Susan or Evelyn or whoever is responsible for your area, your server. It is going to be their request, and then they may ask you one or two extra questions. Now, all of this manual process is for your own safety. It's not there to cause any discomfort or anything. So please don't feel entitled for no reason. If the company is going to give you the guarantee of the safety of the funds, then they also have to manage the withdrawal process. All right. So when you are going to initiate your first withdrawal, you have to make sure that your account is fully verified, basic and advanced verification. You have your withdrawal wallets bound under the security feature. You also have to make sure that you send a selfie with your ID that is attached in your verification account so that you can give that to Miss Elena or Miss Rosa. And you also have to hit the withdrawal button. You can't keep sending messages to Elena, Rosa, please approve my withdrawal, please approve my withdrawal, when you have not even hit the withdrawal button. You haven't initiated a withdrawal. It's very important that you follow the process. You have to initiate the withdrawal, you have to send them all this information, and you have to then wait, because in DST Exchange, it says that it could take up to 24 hours for withdrawal, but normally that is not the process or the time. You actually do get it early or sooner. So here's my last question to you guys. Are you ready to create your own BG story? And I'm going to leave you all with this question to ponder and consider, is this something that you would like to do? If yes, please go back to the person who's invited you to today's presentation to take a look at BG and get a referral link from them, so that you can also decide to start your investment journey. And then later on, as you learn and you can grow and you gain clarity and confidence in BG platform and DST Exchange platform, you can then also decide to build your own team. So I'm going to stop the recording here.